Look who's back. All right. I told Travis after we painted the Impala, bring it back in a couple months when it's good and cured, and we'll cut these little runs out of it. I did put some runs right here on both sides. So we're gonna cut those out right now. We'll get it cleaned up, shined up for them again, and shouldn't take too long. We also got, it's very rare I have two cars that we paint together, so it's kind of cool. But this one's going together. We're gonna get this car knocked out today, hopefully. All right, owner of the 47's here. We'll check it out. How you doing? Good. Oh, you ready to see your new car? Yeah. Well, new car.
Was I supposed to bring money?
Oh, no, no money? Well, you can come see it next week, I guess. We'll try again next week. We'll try again next week. I think it's ready. I don't know.
Should I open the door?
You can, yeah. What do you think of that, man?
Pretty.
How's that fender look?
Awesome.
Is that a lot better? Oh.
Awesome.
You like that better? Thank you. I did too. Oh, I was hoping he would like that.
So happy with it.
I was worried, and then I was like, man, I hope he likes it better.
It gives it a cleaner look.
Yeah. Door handle works. Yeah. Windows go up and down.
Both sides.
Yeah, what if I was you? Maybe a thinner seal, maybe. But yeah, see, and you have these bumps off it, big ones on there.
And they will
shave
allow
those a little bit if you wanted to. But I didn't want to do it without. Yeah. I didn't know what you wanted to do there. But it goes up and down, it does all things. These were probably one of the biggest jobs on the whole car. Yeah. And Mikey really came through on those. George hit them hard too. George worked on them hard too, but like this is a nice, pretty little line now. Yeah, it's a lot thinner. There was. It was an inches at some point. Yeah.
It was like an old wreck or something, like way back.
Well, it came back to him in pieces.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know all of the pieces weren't there.
I took a lot of filler off those, and then we banged them straight again, so there's barely any filler.
Yeah.
But this line here.
I also looked at your doors, and what I found out was that
Yeah, do you remember how we were going to adjust them? I think we talked to you about it.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, but this was welded in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
We knew that.
So if we needed to, we would have had to redo all of everything. And then we would have had to charge you by the hour to do all of that. So it was like, thank you. That means so much to me. We were so worried.
This window rolls up and down.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm happy.
power window works now.
Doors open, power windows work.
Everything.
We were in Logan Canyon in a rainstorm and couldn't get the windows to go.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, man.
I'm going to miss it, man. I really am. Everybody that walks in here is like, oh my God, that car's beautiful.
It is in Mexico.
Everybody's amazed.
That's why it wasn't open.
You're not gonna go race it, are you?
Are you going to race it again? Not right away? Come on now.
Still curing out.
And if you do wipe it, wipe it one direction.
And don't use a towel. It'll scratch the. Use a chamois or some.
I've got a good chamois.
Yeah. Other than that, you can wash it actually.
Thank you, Thumper.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Appreciate all your hard
Absolutely.
work.
Yeah.
So,
I appreciate all you guys.
Oh man, thank you.
Thank you.
Tell your friends about us.
Beyond the privilege to get to work on this car.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
it really was. It really was. I remember when he asked me, I was like, I don't know, man. That's a pretty nice car.
Well, the thing was, like, as I was getting more into it, I was seeing just all the little things that you guys have done to this car, and the power windows.
Really tricky.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should have seen it when he started on it.
Oh man.
It was in pieces on a flatbed.
Really? That's cool.
Well, you guys did a really good job.
We tried. We definitely put our heart and souls into this.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I hear you. No, that's yeah, that's you got a very beautiful car, and I appreciate you letting us work out. Like, I love seeing them back on the road. I love seeing them on the road. Yeah, buddy. Don't hit nothing now. But like he said, it kind of comes down a little quick, so we're out here kind of catching it.
Used to come out of the blue.
Catch that again. So you said your dad built that?
Yeah, my dad built.
Your dad built that
mechanism
whole
there.
hood mechanism that tilts up.
The intake box here, he built this.
I was
air
wondering
filter.
about that because I got home after trying to take the fender off and I couldn't find a single one like that.
Yeah, he built that tube. Multiple iterations of the tube there for the intake.
Cool, man.
That's crazy.
He's an amazing person.
That's how I got to meet him.
Yeah, he was a great craftsman.
Everyone wants to know, how do you feel now?
I feel good, man. He likes it, so.
You feel a lot better now that he's given
It's hot outside, but I'm not sweating because of that.
He gave you the stamp of approval.
He
and
did.
You felt. Don't cry, Hector. Don't cry.
Good? I think so. You put a lot of time and effort in these things, you know? And you're stressed about it, you're worried. And...
Like your baby.
Yeah, it is.
That door shut off.
we messed with them quite a bit.
That makes me happy to hear.
Mikey really got the other one dialed in really good.
A little more room over here.
We'll see you again.
Thanks, Hector.
Hey, Dennis, real quick. How are you feeling when you put the car into the guardrail?
It's indescribable how miserable I
Pretty,
felt.
yeah. Then you seen the damage and everything. Hey, but you finished the weekend though.
Yeah,
You toughed it out. But how do you feel now?
It's great.
It's all better.
I would have had a really hard time justifying the expense of a paint job if I hadn't made that little back run.
Yeah. Hey, but it's fixed now, buddy.
Yeah.
Better shape than it was.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
You
I
know
love
what
it.
I said
Yeah.
to myself?
We're
Okay.
glad that you're happy with it. We
Thank you.
worked hard on her.
Yeah.
I bet. Don't adjust your TV set. You're not watching a rerun. Well, we are kind of, and we will. We will together. We will together. So originally, I had some touch-ups. I had to cut some runs out of the car right here. As you can see, we cut them out. Now, the owner said, hey, there's a little spot right here I wanted you to look at. Right there, this is the one he showed me. So immediately I panicked and was like, what is that? That's crazy. So we tried wiping it. We did a little wet sand to it. Really didn't move, didn't change. So it's in the paint. There's another one right there. You can barely see. It's a bronze color. It's a bronze color. It's not rust. So then the biggest one is right there. So just a few little spots and we were like, I wonder what that is. So we got the corporate involved. We had Genuine Paint send their paint reps out. They sent 2 guys out here. And they could not determine whether it was, something we did or something in their paint, it being like an aged paint or anything like that. They put their testers on it and said, no, I don't think it's, a body filler reaction or problem. They couldn't determine what it was, basically. So real quick, I just wanted to talk about this video real fast. I didn't want it to seem like I was just coming off as upset or anything like that at Genuine Paints as a company or anything like that. It ain't like that at all. But we have been having some trouble with the BRB30 paint that we've been using. A lot of it was the marbling problem that we were having, trying to get everything to blend, trying to get the metallics to lay down just right. We've been fighting it. We really fought it on the Blue Dodge and some other stuff like that. Been fighting the paint in general, like I said, for a few vehicles. The 46 or 47 Mercury is painted in a different product and came out beautifully. It laid down perfect. It was like amazing, and that is the Wanda paint brand. And that's what we're gonna be using from now on. Really has nothing to do with Genuine Paints other than we just wanna make sure, maybe it's us, but George has tried to spray the paint as well. He's painted more cars than I could probably even count. I've obviously painted a lot of cars now. And the last few months, things haven't been going very smooth with that product. So we're gonna switch. So we switched in the Impala, we switched over to the Wanda paint because the 47 did so well, and you'll see the results. It came out great. The problem with the little spots, they're not a rust or anything. It's literally called like bronzing in the paint and stuff like that. And you can kind of look it up. I don't have I'm not, scientific with it. I'm not a chemist. I don't know exactly what causes it. Unique Paints was trying to say this nicely, was that maybe we didn't use enough hardener in the body filler, which we call BS because you can't sand, body filler that's not hard. if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? It just gums up, it doesn't sand. They didn't really try to blame it on that. They had mentioned it, that it might have been that. Another reason why I call BS on that is because we don't paint over body filler. We put coats of you know, primer and sealer. So that wasn't really working out for us. I don't want to sound like, I'm gonna say it, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but that's, you know, they were absolutely nice. So the guys that came, they came all the way here from Denver, Colorado. We live in Grand Junction. They came all the way here, were cool as hell. They even hung out with us an hour after we got done talking about the car. We were just talking back and forth about what we do and cars we're building. They were painters, so that was nice to bounce things off of them. So I don't want to sound like I'm trashing the company, because I'm not. And Eldon and Doug know down at the paint store here that we love them guys. Those guys are awesome. Eldon, Doug, you guys are awesome. They're there for us. You know, they gave us the products to fix the car. I'm not ungrateful for that. But you know, there was some back and forth, and I just felt like I needed to come on here and talk about it real fast. So we appreciate them. We appreciate the guys again, like I said, for coming here. So it's not that we don't appreciate what they did. They did give us the products, and they were probably gonna give us the paint too, but I decided to not use that paint for a second time in a row. Let's try something else. And honestly, everything went good. So another thing I wanna touch on is, why didn't we just fix the spots? Well, we could have, and that is what they gave us the products to do. We could have just fixed the little parts, but to me, to George and Mikey, we all took a vote on it, and Thumper, all four of us took a vote on it, and we said, do we just fix the parts, or the little, you know, the little blemishes? Do we just fix the little blemishes, or do we, you know, repaint the entire car? And I think everybody was like, let's just repaint the car, man. That way we know it's not gonna happen again. Now the little blemishes aren't growing. They grew to, you know, when they appeared, but they didn't keep growing. It's not rust. Even the guys from the paint store, they put their testers on it, checked mill thicknesses, where everything was good. Everything was good, everything passed. We had enough primer, we had enough paint, we had enough clear, all that stuff was good. So they checked it, you know, and that's what we wanted them to do. We told them, bring all your stuff, because we want to know what the problem is. If it's my fault, then I want to know it's my fault, because really we're doing like one car a month. So I want to make sure that what we're doing is not going to come back in a few months, or you know, something like that. I don't think this would ever happen again. They thought it would never happen again. It's just something that happened. Now there's another thing that I looked up online, and they even talked about it, was maybe the paint was old. That can happen. It's very rare, and it hasn't happened in a very, very long time, basically, from everything that I've seen, but it can still happen. So maybe, just maybe, that was a problem. So like I said, we really couldn't decipher who was right or who was wrong. I don't think either one of us were wrong, especially discussing it, and they did the right thing absolutely by, you know, giving us the products to finish the car. Genuine Paints, I appreciate you. Thank you guys. We're still gonna be buying all their clear coats, all their materials. Everything else is top notch. I think even their paint is probably fine. This is a one-time thing, okay? Now we did have some trouble, like I said, with the modeling. That could be a number of things also. You know, it could be my paint gun, it could be the air pressure, it could be me as a painter, as, you know, fairly new painter. But George has tried it, and he has the same problems that I do with that paint, kind of melting together and making the pearl absolutely clean and flat and look the same. We're having like some splotchiness, which is modeling is splotchiness. I don't explain things very well. I'm not a very, you know, when it comes to speaking, I'm terrible at it, like very terrible at it. So I apologize for that. I don't have the lingo like most painters do. Still, you know, 2.5 years in, still not, you know, the paint lingo guy. You guys, thank you. Thank you, Napa. Thank you, Genuine Paints, which is, you know, an umbrella company of Napa. Genuine Paints is. So we appreciate you guys. I'm not trying to bash anybody. I never talk bad about anybody. We have taken over projects from other companies and other people that have done the body work and stuff, and you guys know that, and I've never bashed anybody. I've never mentioned names, and I never will. It's just not my style. Everything that I do is probably not exactly perfect, or how, you know, 10 other painters would do it. Like I said, if you ask 10 different painters, you're gonna get 10 different answers, usually at least 6. So, you know, we're still learning. We're still, you know, trying to do the best thing that we can. And I was absolutely honest with the owner, and you know, he didn't pay a dime. He didn't pay a dime, and I don't want him to. So I took it. You know, we sacrificed a week. We shut the shop down for everything that we had going on. And, you know, one thing that's kind of frustrating is a lot of you guys message me and stuff on here, and I appreciate you guys so much. And then you guys say you're bringing a car, or we'll get something lined out, or we'll get something scheduled, and then you guys cancel last minute. Not all you guys, but, you know, a lot of you who reach out to me over and over and over, and then you guys cancel, and it's really starting to burn me out. So really, I haven't been going through my messages as much, and I apologize. Mostly people message me on Messenger, Howlin Wolf Garage on Facebook, and I gotta be honest, guys, I haven't checked it in a while, but you know, this YouTube thing is actually, it's getting to be kind of hard, and sometimes I kind of feel it's in the way, but I really want to keep going for the guys that really watch, guys and girls. We have a lot of girls that watch also, and we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody. We love everybody, and things are just hard right now, and I'm so busy, and it's just frustrating, and everything is just going on. But I just want to say thank you guys. The YouTube thing is very strenuous right now. It's taking everything out of me to stay up at night and edit, and then come here and work all day. I sent the guys home already, and we got a lot going on. We got stuff at George's house. We're buying and selling and doing stuff there. You guys have seen us paint there. We're still doing all that stuff over there. I got trucks outside that you guys haven't even seen yet that we're, you know, trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. And it's not that I'm just saying yes, yes, yes to everybody. A lot of it is just our work that we need to get done to make some extra money, because YouTube, unlike some of the big guys, YouTube hardly pays me anything, to be real honest. They don't even pay the rent in this place. So everything I do is basically out of my own pocket, out of what we make. Either buying, selling, or flipping cars, which I want to video more, and, you know, the painting stuff for our friends. All the cars that we paint lately are just, you know, our friends' cars, and we appreciate them, and thank you guys so much. But, you know, things are hard, but we're going to get through it. Back to the video. I don't know how much of this I'll use, but I just kind of wanted to explain something. All right, so this is the car all finished up. As you can see, there's no modeling in the paint. It worked out really, really well. It probably needs to have a buffer ran over it at some point, just because we got some dust in it. I still don't have a paint booth, obviously, so that makes things a little difficult. But man, this thing really shines. It really looks good. Now, that's the same clear coat that we used before, but the paint is different. Different manufacturer is all, but it's the same color. Now, it could have been really easy to just not film this or not show it and just skip right over it, but I told everybody when I started this YouTube that I was going to be honest and tell it how it is and show my mistakes and the good, the bad, and the ugly. We appreciate you guys for watching.